Today, it's all about Brussels sprouts. One of my favorite fall veggies. I'm obsessed with Brussels sprouts, and this shaved Brussels sprout recipe is so delicious as a side dish or even over some beautiful bread. It's just fantastic. You're gonna love it. It has cranberries, toasted almonds, bacon, a little bit of vinegar. It's just so fun, really easy, and awesome for Thanksgiving or even throughout the winter. So we basically will start off with our cranberries, and we're gonna do something a little different with these guys. Instead of just leaving them dried and that's it, we're going to reconstitute them, which basically means you're going to stick a big handful in some water. And what the water is gonna do is it's gonna kind of re-plump them, make them a little bit more fresh tasting as opposed to completely dry and really, really sweet. And we're gonna make them less sweet by adding a little bit of vinegar. It's actually kind of more like a lot of vinegar. I'm gonna do about 1/3 cup or so of white wine vinegar. You could also do white balsamic in this. I find that regular white vinegar, not white wine vinegar, is a little too assertive, but you could lessen the amount and it might work well. So this vinegar is just going to make the cranberries a little bit less sweet, kind of like abrasively sweet, and it's gonna add a nice kick to these Brussels sprouts. We're gonna let them sit, just leave them alone for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we're gonna start on sauteing our beautiful Brussels sprouts. Every beautiful saute starts with some olive oil. We're gonna just put a nice generous amount of olive oil on the bottom of the pan. We're gonna do a lot of Brussels sprouts, so you need enough liquid, and Brussels sprouts just suck up the liquid. And then, what better than lots of garlic? This was a massive garlic clove that I minced up. Just gonna stick all of that good stuff in there. And then I'm just gonna turn our heat on, about medium heat, and we just wanna sweat the garlic for about a minute or so just to get it hot and infuse the oil. It's time to add the stars of the show, which is our beautiful shaved Brussels sprouts. I actually was able to get these in the grocery store. Usually you can, and that saves a ton of work. We're just gonna add them into our garlic oil mixture. So now all we do is we're gonna keep tossing the Brussels sprouts, keep them active, and you're just going to let them cook up in the pan. Medium heat again. It's probably gonna take about 7-8 minutes to get nice and soft and bright green. And then after that, we're gonna add our ingredients. Our beautiful Brussels sprouts are bright green, and that's usually a good indicator that they're close to being done cooking. I added a little bit more olive oil in here because it looked a little dry to me. And you heard almost like sparks in the pan, and that usually means that there's not enough liquid. Now it's time to add all of our fun ingredients. So we have some beautiful bacon, some applewood smoked bacon here that I just pre-cooked in a pan and diced it up. Add that in. That looks like a good amount. And then we have our cranberries that we're soaking in vinegar and water. I drained them. Make sure to drain them good because you don't want a lot of excess vinegar and water in there. Pop those right in. And then we have some beautiful toasted almonds here. They're nice slivered almonds. I just toasted them in an oven at 375 for about 5 to 7 minutes or so until they're nice and toasty brown. Stick those right in. And then I have just a few hot pepper flakes. If you don't like hot pepper flakes, then you don't need to add them, but I like just a little back heat in this. I think it's nice and fun. And then we're just gonna mix all these together. Ooh, the smoky of the bacon, the sweet of the cranberries that are nice and plump now and have a little bit of that vinegariness, and then some beautiful toasted almonds, which obviously have that buttery, toasty taste. Just complement the Brussels sprouts so nicely, and they're so beautiful too. Like, look at how beautiful this dish is. So I like just a little bit more vinegar in this. I think it's just an awesome complement for the Brussels sprouts. So I have a bit of white balsamic vinegar here. You can also do white wine vinegar. And you're just gonna add a splash based on your preference. Perfect. And this will add just like a little after bite. Instead of having everything be really rich, it cuts the richness. And there you go. Our Brussels sprouts are ready. Our Brussels sprouts are ready to be plated. This dish is so perfect as a side dish, especially around Thanksgiving time. You can also top it on some toasted bread, even in pasta, or just alone as a main warm salad. You can add some chicken on there, or shrimp, or even an egg. Oh, I've done all of those methods because it is just so good. All right, wow, look at that. It is time for me to try this. How lucky am I? Man, oh man, I can't wait. The vinegar just adds a whole nother level to Brussels sprouts, trust me. Smoky of the bacon, sweet of the cranberries. It's nice and al dente, it's not overdone. It is so pretty, so perfect. Check out the full recipe on tastefullygrace.com. You will not regret it.